Feedback Organic Recovery is basically a local community solution to organic waste. What we do is essentially just collect organic waste, collect and convert it, and turn it into a valuable, nutrient-rich compost.
David and I started the business together probably about 18 months, 2 years ago. We're actually from a 5th generation cattle farm, so we were looking at fertilisers at the time, and we knew that synthetic fertilisers had pros and cons, and composting sort of came to light, and we were thinking, okay, how do we get involved in this? How do we do this ourselves?
So Feedback's vision has changed, I guess, since its inception, and it was all about collecting and converting organic waste, but now, we're using, I suppose it's evolved into using other waste materials. Primarily at the moment, we've been focusing on pallets, which is just so much fun. And you can get so much out of pallets itself, but we've started to utilise, I suppose, hessian from where cafes roast their coffee beans, obviously the organic waste, the pallets, and basically reclaimed copper piping as well. We've created basically a completely sustainable self-watering planter box, and vertical gardens as well. I have got a lot of fulfilment from that, coming out and just making something from nothing, and I imagine that a lot of other people would love to get involved with that as well.
The next phase of our business is to expand into what we're calling kids creative workshops. It doesn't have to be limited to children by any means, but we're certainly getting a lot of interest, and we've actually done a lot of work with early childhood centres, workshops at festivals or at markets.
It's just small little projects which people, or basically kids or adults, they like to get involved as well, can use reclaimed common waste materials and basically upcycle them into something of value. We focused on a couple of different ones, which is basically seedling planters, self-watering containers, which are great, and vertical gardens as well, and even tiny little pallet coasters. It's fantastic.
For me, it's always been about how do we create awareness. The average household wastes about 320 kilograms of waste, of food waste every year. And this is food that could have been edible in that instance. And that actually equates to about $2.5 billion worth of waste food that might have been edible, going straight to landfill. But to actually show them that this can actually go through the full cycle. It can be composted, that's fabulous, and we can actually do something with that compost. We can turn it into a herb garden. Anything that we can repurpose is fabulous. It's not just about us sharing our ideas and our products with people. We are so keen for people to come to us and say, you know what, we've been experimenting with this, have you tried this? David's very keen to show people how to do it themselves, so it doesn't just have to be us, it's us working with people.
I suppose what it encourages is more people to get involved, the more ideas we can have and which directions we need to take, and the more people involved, the better it is.
If people would like to get in touch with us, whether it be for workshops or for products or just learning more about organic recovery and using reclaimed materials, we'd encourage them to go through our Feedback Organic Facebook site or to follow us on Instagram.